Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome, listeners, to episode 141 of The Shadow Frequency, where we dive into the eerie corners of the unknown. I'm your producer, Juniper, and tonight we're peeling back the veil on a chilling conspiracy. The Collins Elite, a secretive government group that believed UFOs aren't from outer space, but from a far darker realm. Demonic forces, occult rituals, and a battle for humanity's soul? Oh, this one's going to keep you up at night, Matt. What's got you hooked on this topic?
Juniper, it's the sheer creepiness of it all. A shadowy cabal in the government convinced aliens are demons tricking us into spiritual ruin. It's like the X-Files meets a horror novel. I couldn't resist diving into this one.
I'm already giving goosebumps, Matt. All right, listeners, buckle up for a wild ride into the paranormal. Take it away, Matt.
Welcome to the Shadow Frequency, where we chase the strange and unsettling. I'm your host, Matt Wilson, and tonight we're stepping into the shadowy world of the Collins Elite, a clandestine group that, according to some, operated deep within the U.S. government, convinced that UFOs aren't extraterrestrial visitors, but demonic entities hell-bent on deceiving humanity. The story begins with whispers from the fringes, brought to light by author and researcher Nick Redfern in his 2010 book, Final Events and the Secret Government Group on Demonic UFOs. Redfern claims he got the scoop from insiders, folks tied to military intelligence and defense circles. They told him about a group formed in the wake of World War II, a time when the world was reeling from chaos and strange things were lighting up the skies. This group, dubbed the Collins Elite, wasn't chasing little green men. They believed something far more sinister was at play. Their core theory? UFOs are manifestations of demonic forces, tricking us into abandoning faith and embracing dangerous ideologies like transhumanism or artificial intelligence. To them, the rise of UFO sightings in the 1940s and 50s wasn't about distant planets. It was about spiritual warfare, plain and simple. What sparked this belief? Let's go back to the 19th century. The Collins Elite allegedly drew inspiration from occult thinkers like Aleister Crowley, the infamous mystic who dabbled in rituals that some say opened doors to other dimensions. Fast forward to the 1940s, and you've got Jack Parsons, a brilliant rocket scientist with a dark side. Parsons was knee-deep in Crowley's teachings, performing the Babylon Working, a series of rituals meant to summon a supernatural entity. The Collins Elite believed these rituals tore a hole in our reality, letting dark forces slip through. And what happened next? The 1947 UFO wave, starting with Kenneth Arnold's sighting over Mount Rainier and the Roswell incident. Coincidence? They didn't think so. The group saw alien abductions as more than physical experiments. The trauma, the missing time, the bizarre reproductive procedures reported by abductees, it all screamed a ritualistic violation to them, a demonic assault on the human soul. They even viewed the New Age movement with its alien channelers and UFO cults as a satanic Trojan horse, prepping the world for a false savior. Operating under the radar, possibly within the Air Force Office of Special Investigations or another Department of Defense branch, the Collins Elite were said to be deeply Christian, maybe even tied to dominionist ideologies. Their mission? To understand these entities and, in some cases, block UFO disclosure entirely, fearing it would amplify demonic influence. No official records confirm their existence, which only adds to the eerie mystique. Even among conspiracy researchers, the Collins elite is a topic some shy away from. It's just too dark. But the idea that a secret group was out there studying demonology in the halls of power is enough to make your skin crawl. Juniper, this is wild stuff. I mean, a government task force hunting demons in UFOs? What's your take so far?
Man, I'm torn between fascination and checking under my bed tonight.
Right.
The idea that occult rituals could have kicked off the modern UFO era, that's next level creepy.
Right. It's like the paranormal and conspiracy worlds collided.
Right.
All right, Juniper, what's next?
We're heading to a quick break, listeners, and then we'll dive into the mailbag. Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere. This one's getting good.
Whoa, listeners, how's your heart rate after that? The Collins Elite has me rethinking every UFO story I've ever heard. Are we dealing with demons in the skies? You tell us what you think. Drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com or leave a voicemail at shadowfrequencypodcast.com, or you can also check out all our episodes and our new Shadow blog with companion articles for each show. Love what we do? You can like and subscribe on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and all the major podcast directories. Grab some cool swag at our store or buy us a coffee to keep these spooky vibes going. Coming up, we've got the mailbag with some listener love. I just got to reach over here and hit this button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
All right, listeners, it's time for the mailbag where we share your thoughts and stories. Got a creepy tale or a topic you want us to cover? You can email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Here's one from Carson in Indiana. It says, "Hi, Juniper and Matt. I really enjoy the Shadow Frequency podcast. It keeps me company on the road, and I love the episodes about local legends. The ones close to home hit different. Maybe do one on the Jeepers Creepers incident. Keep up the great work." Thanks, Carson. The Jeepers Creepers incident, huh? That's a new one for the list, Matt. What do you think?
Oh, that's a juicy one, Carson, and I know just what he's talking about. We'll dig into it. All right, Juniper, let's get back to the show.
All right, back to Matt and the chilling tale of the Collins Elite.
Welcome back to the Shadow Frequency. We're diving deeper into the chilling tale of the Collins Elite, the alleged government group that saw UFOs as demonic forces. Now let's explore what the Collins Elite supposedly did with their beliefs. According to Nick Redfern's sources, this group wasn't just theorizing, they were actively researching ways to combat what they saw as a spiritual threat. Operating in the shadows of military intelligence, they allegedly studied ancient texts, occult practices, and even demonology to understand these entities. Some say they conducted experiments to close the so-called dimensional portals opened by rituals like Jack Parsons' Babylon working. Imagine that. Government agents performing counter rituals to banish demons? It's the stuff of nightmares. The Collins Elite also reportedly feared that public disclosure of UFOs would legitimize these entities, paving the way for widespread spiritual deception. They believed the rise of UFO cults and New Age spirituality in the 60s and 70s was evidence of a growing demonic influence, manipulating humanity into embracing a godless future. Their solution? Keep the truth buried at all costs. But here's where a bit of skepticism creeps in. No hard evidence of the Collins Elite exists. No documents, no whistleblowers, just insider stories passed to Redfern. Could it be that these tales are exaggerated, maybe even fabricated by overzealous sources blending religious fervor with Cold War paranoia? The lack of records makes you wonder if the group was more myth than reality. A spooky story born from the era's obsession with UFOs and espionage. Still, the idea lingers like a ghost. The Collins Elite's ideology, aliens as demons, echoes in modern pop culture. From the X-Files to The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, Even today, some fundamentalist communities hold fast to this belief, seeing UFOs as part of a cosmic battle for our souls. Whether they existed or not, the Collins elite tap into a primal fear that the unknown isn't just out there, it's after us. Juniper, this one's got me looking at the stars a little differently. What's your final take?
Matt, I'm half expecting a UFO to beat me up tonight, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
This episode's gonna haunt me.
Better keep the lights on, Juniper. All right, take us home.
That's a wrap on episode 141 of The Shadow Frequency. The Collins Elite took us on a wild ride through demonic UFOs, occult rituals, and secret government plots. Pretty spine-chilling stuff. Visit shadowfrequencypodcast.com to catch all of our episodes, read our new Shadow blog, leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from, or you can grab some swag from our store. You can support us by buying us a coffee. Thanks for joining us in the shadows, listeners. Matt, say goodbye.
Stay spooky, everyone.
Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and maybe say a prayer or two. Good night, shadow seekers.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.